habits, no days off, no Sabbath.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and this one features the Saints' leader at quarterback. There were no problems for him last week, going over 350 passing yards. It's the Saints and the Lions, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Detroit Lions and the New... Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jerron Johnson, 58 yards. And the Saints go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 72 yards.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They're going to look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll look to throw again. Throw complete length side to Cooks.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Looking to throw. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
The Lions sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how the offense has performed. But I bet they're absolutely thrilled with how the defense played last week, holding their opponents to just 3 points, and that was it. They gave anything comparable to that performance? This one.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
You ask tight ends about... run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Up the middle with Eckler, and he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll look to throw here.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Austin Eckler
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
17.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Now Cook running right. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Throw left side complete. That's Osborne.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Always got some breathing room.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half,
That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 73 yards.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards and take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on third and goal.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did? Turning it right back around.
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays were just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They run again on first down. Cook.
He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
He gets this one to Johnson.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Saints! Dalvin Cook from 10 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. A good drive that time as they get 9 plays in all.
And the final act of the drive was the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook. Taken at about the 1. Returnable here for Davis. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. Going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. That's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. He finds some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
142 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And that's complete to Cooks. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second and 2. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Cook will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too. Yeah,
everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Ready. Opposite. Green. Black one.
They'll look to throw. Got his man. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jamison Williams who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're likely to force a field goal attempt.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're going to look to throw. Caught on the slant. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now here's the option play going left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:38 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's a throw to his running back, and he loses the football a second time. Then the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy.
no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like stacking it. I'm bad it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sip that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Urge you wanna be. Don't gotta whip it. Rag on no petty. Look, I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. When you be not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. It's one on my now, stop trying to look. They do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. All they texts and calls. Run me that, making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. Sit on no prom, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pass, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I get that daily paper. Stop playing me.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bitch bad good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me